Good morning, and let's take a look at the top 5 stocks that you need to watch out for in today's trading session. Well, dominated by results that came out on Friday's trading session, or post-market hours rather, as well as on Saturday. So it's a whole host of numbers that the street is looking at very closely, and I'm just going to touch upon 5 of them actually. Let's begin then in the auto space with Ashok Leyland that came out with its quarterly numbers, and quite disappointing at that. A loss is what they reported of about 146.7 crore rupees. This is versus a profit last year of 39 crores. You had the revenue from operations as well, which shrunk quite considerably. So 2,837 crores versus 3,929 crore rupees. Operationally as well, it was very weak for Ashok Leyland, and 80 crore rupee EBITDA versus 228 crores, which means that margins dwindled to about 2.8% versus 5.8%. Let's move on then. ITC, the FMCG conglomerate, came out with its numbers, and we know that ITC has been in focus. A lot of concerns that have been flagged off by investors, and one would think there would be a little bit of solace in their Q2 numbers, but quite the contrary. It was a very disappointing set of earnings. ITC delivered its profits below street estimates, down nearly 20% at 3,232 crores versus 4,023 crore rupees. The revenues and margins were in line though with street expectations. Revenues were down about 4% at 11,183 crores, and you had the EBITDA coming in at 4,060 crores versus 4,562 crores, down about 11% on a year-on-year basis. Margins at 36.3% versus 39.1%. Now, their cigarette revenues were down about 4% on a year-on-year basis to 5,121 crores, with the cigarette EBIT down nearly 16% on year to 3,244 crore rupees. There was also a reversal of tax in the base quarter, which led to a dip in their PAT number, which is why it was below what the street was penciling in. The FMCG business did quite well actually on the back of foods, personal care, all of that during the pandemic. So up nearly 15% at 3,795 crore rupees, with the FMCG EBIT growing exponentially by 178% to 252 crores. Hotels down 81% as a business to 81 crores in terms of revenue. Paper as a business was down 7%. The agri segment did not perform well, 2,985 crores, down nearly 7%. Let's get a move on and focus in on BHEL as well, that came out with their numbers, and this too was a bit disappointing for the quarter gone by. They reported a consolidated loss of 552 crore rupees in the September quarter versus a PAT of 120 crore rupees. Total income declined to 3,793 crores from 6,359 crores. Their execution of projects gathered momentum, they said, but the recovery has been very gradual, and therefore they said that the results are not comparable for the previous quarter. You had the company saying that they expect to recover the carrying value of their investments, trade receivables and contract assets, as well as inventory. In terms of BHEL's EBITDA loss, it was at 633 crores versus an EBITDA of 274 crores. Vedanta came out with the profits attributable to shareholders at 824 crores versus 2,158 crores. Margins at 30.9% versus 20.1%, and revenues at about 21,107 crores. Cipla had a healthy set of numbers. The revenues grew to 5,038 crores, margins expanded to 23.3%, with a PAT at 259 crores versus 474 crores. The India business grew 17%. The US business saw a $141 million growth, led by traction of new